Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution. Today, I'm going to explain to you the IRS tax debt forgiveness program. It's what everyone's asking. Everyone's looking for IRS to go ahead and forgive their tax debt. So anyway, just a little bit about me within 30 seconds. I've worked thousands of cases for IRS. I was a revenue officer. I worked the tax debt forgiveness program, which is called the offer and compromise. I both accepted offers, I denied offers with my pen, yes, no, yes, no. I also taught other revenue officers how to work the offer and compromise program for tax debt forgiveness. So anyway, I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff, and you can look at my website. I've been in the national news a lot. They want my opinion on things. You can go to 777irs.com, 3 sevens, and find out all about me and my team. Anyway, IRS tax debt forgiveness. You hear it everywhere. You see it in ads, and IRS writes off billions of the Fresh Start program. There's various names for tax debt forgiveness, and most of them, all of them, is a bunch of crap. Don't go ahead and do a knee-jerk response because you see an ad that IRS writes off money. I can go ahead and reduce your debt. The Fresh Start program can do this. All that stuff is just bait to go ahead and get your money, and you have to know about it before you go ahead, or sorry about the stream, or you're probably going to get ripped off and you're going to pay a bunch of money to people and large firms that are running these programs who aren't going to do you crap. So let me tell you what it takes. The tax debt forgiveness program is the offer and compromise program. Like I said, I worked the program, I accepted offers. Let me tell you about it. IRS is going to have you fill out a financial statement, a 433A OIC, and a 656 form where you go ahead. I'm not talking about the business forms, but the IRS will look at those forms. The 656 is you make your offer. The 433A OIC is the financial statement. Let's just focus on the financial statement because you're not going to get anywhere until you know this, and I don't want this YouTube to go long. IRS is going to drill down on two things. They're going to drill down on the value of assets, the true value of your assets, and they're going to check out that value. That's what I used to do. And IRS is going to look at your income to expense ratio. What you have to know about your income and expense ratio is you're going to put your expenses down. IRS is going to probably strike through them, and they're going to apply their standards to your financial statement. If you want to look what IRS's standards are, go ahead and put IRS national standards for food and clothing, IRS national standards for housing and utilities, IRS national standards for car payments, IRS national standards for car expenses. Those are the expenses they're going to substitute for your expenses. So what IRS will do, they will look at that financial statement, and there's a formula that they use. It's very simple. They look at your assets. That's your first value. The second value is they apply the national standards, see if you have any money left over. If you have $500 left over, they multiply that by the life of your statute. So if you have 5 years left, that's a 60 factor. They multiply that 500, which you had left over, by the number of months, 5 years, 60, and they come up with that value. They add the two together, and that's your offer. Don't make a knee-jerk reaction until you have a professional look at your tax return, your financial statement, and say, you can file an offer. Do not speak to anybody unless they're an attorney, a CPA, or enrolled agent. Chances are 95% of the people in this industry are salespeople that you're talking to, and the back end who worked this case don't even know what the hell was going on. Speak to a tax professional. We give you free tax consultations if you want. I'm an a tax debt settlement specialist. I've been doing this, yes, for 50 years. Call us for a free initial tax consultation. Use anybody you want, but speak to an attorney, a CPA, or enrolled agent. Give me a subscription if you would. I gave you the best information and the most honest information you're going to find on YouTube. Thank you for the subscription. Blessings.